I'm still not sleepy. Please tell me another story.
You liked that story, didn't you? Well, alright, I'll tell you another story, but then it's off to bed.
Yes, Miss Reimu.
Sometimes we tend to get jealous of others, right? Sometimes I pass by the Myouren Temple and think, I wish I had a temple like that. But then I remember that I have something better than a shining temple, integrity. Or at least I tell myself that. But at least I'm wise enough not to be too proud of myself. This world is full of vanity. Everyone is always looking out for themselves, none more so than the head monk. She may seem nice when you visit, but I know for a fact that she's an egomaniac. And this monk soon paid a petty price for her vanity, as I tell you the story of the Buddhist monk's new clothes. In a temple far away, there is a head monk who is beloved by all. She is charming, caring, patient, and wise, just like me. But little do they know that she is secretly selfish. She tells her followers to do her chores under the notion that it is training. She claims she wants peace, but she has a short temper and a fist that can punch through your skull if you question her. She claims she is humble and not proud, yet she's always posing on her Instagram, even though she claims she has one for spreading Buddhist teachings, because we all know that Buddhists are all flocking to Instagram, right? In other words, she is very egotistical, full of herself, and has a big fat stinky butt. And worse of all, she is a friend to all yokai, Gensokyo's #1 enemy. She is a very bad person, but nobody will dare call her out on it. Until one day a shyster appeared in the temple, claiming to be a tailor. The shyster told the monk that she has a fabric so magnificent that everyone will admire her if a tunic was made from this material. But the shyster was holding nothing at all, so the monk laughed, knowing the shyster was trying to trick her. But the shyster was really cunning, and told her a lie that the monk fell for because she's really dumb and has a potato for a brain. The shyster told her that she was in fact a messenger from the Buddha, and the fabric was actually from the ancient Japanese gods. Only the few chosen can wear such clothing. Those who say they cannot see the fabric are unworthy, very stupid, and extremely unattractive. The foolish monk doubted the shyster's words, but she was so deep in her own vanity that her desires clouded her judgment. Surely I am worthy, she told herself, and then replied, Of course I can see the fabric. Go ahead and make me a tunic. So the shyster took the monk's measurements, taking the opportunity to cop a feel, and got to work. And by work, I mean doing absolutely nothing. She was given her own room to work in, but the shyster was just loafing around. When the monk's lackeys visited her, they saw her doing nothing, but because the monk was so arrogant and they feared invoking her wrath, they lied and said that the tunic was coming out great. Eventually, the shyster told the monk she was finished and displayed, well, nothing. But the monk's ego blinded her and said that it was the most beautiful tunic she had ever seen. The shyster urged her to put on the dress and show all her students. And so the monk did without question, because she's that dumb. But when she tried to put it on, the monk could not feel the dress, which should have been the millionth clue that she should have kicked out that bum. And because the monk had a marble for a brain, the shyster merely said that it was such fine silk that it was too light to the touch, and she believed the lie. The shyster claimed she had experience in handling this fabric and offered to help the monk put it on, thus getting to cop another feel. So the monk put on the tunic, as in, nothing at all, and began marching in the compound of the monastery in the buff. All of her students were flustered, but they dare not say anything lest they get extra chores and maybe a pounding on the noggin. The fact that they could not look away because the monk's vanity forced everyone to see her new garment didn't help either. Some of the boys in that compound had pleasant dreams that night. Then suddenly, a young, curious, very smart, and extremely pretty young girl arrived at the temple for unrelated reasons. When she saw the debauchery that was going on, only she was brave enough to call out the monk for her vanity, giant ego, laziness, shamelessness, avarice, and every other thing the young girl wanted to tell her. The monk finally realized she had been tricked and ran away to hide her shameful body that isn't attractive at all. But she learned a very valuable lesson. Don't be so full of yourself that you fall for such an easy trick, especially with a particular Tengu always on the hunt for the latest scandal.
The wait is over. The game launches this month on Steam.